And moving on down through the train, we make our way to the Highline Grill, which is going to be the black box in the open car. She's going to be doing freshly grilled hamburgers, hot dogs, and brats. She's also going to have milkshakes out there too. And onto the concession car, which is the box car in the middle of the train here. Araya will actually be our concessionaire, and she'll be selling all kinds of snacks, some other light food products. She's definitely going to have water in there. Keep up on that today. She'll have other drinks and also alcohol for those.
So cool. The caboose of the train, actually. Pretty sweet. Leadville. I got the thumbs up to come out and do a little filming. Old school lantern style, and pretty cool. Pretty cool. You let me kind of walk through here. This is the caboose of the train, so definitely if you're in the Leadville area, it's worth it. Railroad right there. There's a railroad depot, and pretty cool area. Caboose of the train. You can actually sit up here, and there's viewing up there as well. Got some windows. That's probably a really good seat. Best seat in the house, probably. Yeah, really cool.
And coming up on the downhill side, we're going to be passing by an old warehouse here. This used to be the original warehouse on the line up until 1962. Then it was converted into a lumber yard for a number of years. Now it is actually a convention center where they hold graduation parties and wedding receptions. And then just beyond this building, you're going to notice some tiny homes here. These are Airbnbs that you can stay in when you're in town here. And you'll notice on the doors of these tiny homes, they actually have women's names listed here. Yes, that's because these are the historic legends that we are honoring on these small tiny homes. And just behind that is going to be a 3-story brick building. This is the original hospital here in Leadville. This was built by the Sisters of Charity in 1901. And this was our only hospital up until 1957, when our current hospital, also by the name of St. Vincent's, was built over on East 4th Street, or West 4th Street, excuse me. Looking off in the distance here, you might notice a large body of water here on the downhill side at the base of the mountains in the distance. This is known as Turquoise Lake. And Turquoise Lake is a man-made reservoir that was flooded in 1965. And it got its name because of its turquoise deposits found around its beaches. And for those of you, this is your first time into the city of Leadville, you're going to notice some other vehicles that we utilize year-round. Then moving on down the line, you're going to notice a couple of brand new acquired vehicles. Those are the gray ones. We're looking at restoring those and bringing them on as soon as possible. Then all the way at the end of the line here, you're going to notice a box car and a caboose with an odd-looking green car in the middle. This odd-looking green car is known as a flanger, and this little powerhouse used to be put in front of the
How cool does that look, babe? At the front.
As they were only powerful enough to pull the payload behind them. And now you can see it has actually made its way to this section of tracks, and it's now another one of Leadville's smaller lawn ornaments. And speaking of maintenance vehicles, once again, coming up on the downhill side, we're going to be passing by our roundhouse. This originally was a narrow gauge roundhouse up until 1943, when we switched it to the standard gauge we're looking at today. That's when we tightened and widened the doors to accommodate the much larger vehicles. And before we head around the corner here and make our way up the mountain, I'd just like to paint a picture for everyone of how Leadville might have used to look back in the 1800s, or boom days, as we call it.
So beautiful, babe. Look back here. Look over there. This one looks so pretty. It's kind of almost prettier than the world.
So after the loud rattle of the train here, as you look out across the valley,
Get a shot of me.
Leadville used to
I'll drop
have
it.
between 60 and 80,000 people. This is much different than our current population, which is just under 4,000. And back in 1876,
Look cool.
Leadville was put on the ballot to become the capital of Colorado.
Oh, that's cool. They try to be the capital.
This was with 5 other cities, including Cripple Creek and Colorado Springs. However, Leadville only missed out by 2 votes.
Wow. So they almost been the capital.
The highest airport, the highest college, and the highest schoolhouse. So as you can imagine, much easier for our
Exactly.
politicians to make their way into the city of Denver.
Facts.
And we had to get a few celebrities and gunslingers make their way to Leadville as well. Ryan Earp actually really went up with his good buddy, Dr. Holliday, who spent the last 6 years of his life here in Leadville,
Wow.
succumbing to tuberculosis down in Glenwood Springs. He was his last shootout right here on Harrison Avenue, outside the current and open. The other of which we'll see at the end of our tour today.
Do something.
No.
Do something cool. I'll give you $10.
And eventually into the city of Denver. And putting through the emergency brake, all 3 of them, including firemen, jumped off. None of them were hurt, but all.
Oh, look at all these ants.
The way there. And those V-shaped features,
Wow.
those avalanches actually come down the mountain every year.
That was
And
crazy.
I like myself because they actually did not drain this last year, as this was one of the driest years in Colorado history. And definitely one of the
That's
driest
crazy.
I've ever seen